motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better
Hello. No. What's up, peeps? Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you had a beautiful day. Hello, everyone. How are you? Thanks for being here, y'all. Let's hope AD feels better. I do. I went to the hospital, and they didn't do nothing. Scared you? Aw. How are you guys, man? Happy Sunday to all of you. Thanks for being here. You guys ready to do this, man? Let's fucking go, man. Let's go.
Right now. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. Hoes bring hoes out. And 25 to L bring a snitch out of a nigga. A chopper with a drum bring a bitch out of a nigga. You ain't never heard about me, better ask about a pistol. I was raised in the jungle, got it straight out the mud. Where I'm from, it ain't no crips and bloods, it's just clicks and thugs. Keep a Glock clip full with slugs, and if I ever hold a nigga, better get it in blood. Ain't with that whole shit, and I ain't with that wrestling tongues. I'm cutthroat, bitch, and kill something, go on and run. I know my time ain't gonna be long for all the shit that I done, but till then, I'm getting it on, ready to accept what comes.
Hello, everybody. What did the doctor say? Not a damn thing. Said, here's 14 antibiotics. See you later. Take 2 a day. I don't know, man. I don't have a clue. I just do what the doctor's ordered. But how are you guys doing, man? I do feel much better. The pain in my back has gone down tremendously. So I no longer really am in pain. Thank God. But yeah, I've been laying off the caffeine. I think I'm going to break my caffeine habit through all of this, actually. I haven't had anything to drink with caffeine in it for about 5 days, 6 days, I think. Yeah, they said, pay me, bitch. Here's 14 antibiotics and a bill. Yeah, that's what they do. But I appreciate y'all, man, for even caring. I didn't know anybody cared. Yeast crotch? I don't know. Oh, from the antibiotics. Shout out to not being a woman. Shout out to let's smoke this joint. Hey, man, shout out to not being a woman. Maybe that's all you need is some antibiotics. I'm hoping so, D. Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not a woman, y'all. How are you guys doing, though? Enough about me. How in the hell are y'all? Don't push it. I ain't pushing it. Well, I appreciate you guys caring, man. Hi, pretty bird. Flavored sparkling water. Like a what they do, how they do it with. What is going on with this? Are the Whittakers done for good? It's looking that way. It really is. I hate to say it, but here's the way I feel about it. If they can't produce, if they can't put out good information and good content about themselves, they should be done at this point. Shout out to September. Yours is the 17th, 27th. Okay. My daughter's the 25th. Mine is the 28th. Everyone likes a good shit. Yeah, I know. Hey, I'd rather be a good turd than a bad one. Thank you, Red. Yeah, I think it's pretty shitty though. Um, I did hear and see, like through the grapevine, which all of this is through the grapevine, guys. We don't know if any of this is honestly true or not. That BJ was supposed to be returning the tank. Like, I don't know why you would keep a tank overnight. You're not returning nothing. You're not going to return anything. Shout out to my dude James, man. Appreciate you, brother, for the $5 drop, y'all. Salute to James S, baby. Shout out James, man. I appreciate you, brother. Been around in this community for a long time. Welcome guy, man. Good dude. Hopefully someone told her it wasn't nitrous. You thought she think, yeah, right. As of 2 hours ago, Gary posted she didn't. So she did not return the tank, y'all. It's gone. I don't know how you would go about finding that tank, but I'm sure you possibly could, right? I mean, if it's, I don't know, 100-pound tank looks like this. Damn it. Yeah, just like that. Just so you know what a 100-pound propane tank looks like. They do have serial numbers. Okay. Well, we could start there then. Here's the 100-pound tank. So just the tank itself is $166. It ships empty from Walmart for $166. Like, goodness gracious, bro. Like, what do you possibly can get out of a $160 item? That's a 100-pound tank right there. If he doesn't file charges, she will continue to just run all over that family. If she does not file charges, it's DOT stamped. I just don't know, man. A dime of speed, Jesus Christ, man. I gotta forget. I gotta remember that she is a dope fiend. She's probably trying to find AD. It just sent you where Gary said she hadn't returned it. Thank you. Gary says, how long has Gary McGowan, how long has she had the tank? Somewhere in the middle, about a week. Wow. How long would you have the tank, yo? They went through 2 tanks in 2 weeks? How? I could see probably a tank in 2 weeks. But I'm not here to judge how much they use. That's none of my business. Damn. That's just sad, man. It's so sad, dude, that they would just you have that much lack of care for your fucking family. Depends on the heater. I mean, I've used 100-pounder on like generators and shit, running generators off of propane. But that's because I needed the generator to run 24/7. I feel really bad for the family, you know. The lack of what's up, Ren? The total lack of care that she has for this family is fucking ridiculous, bro. She has no care whatsoever. I'm feeling a little bit better, Ren. I'm feeling a lot better, actually. I'd say at least 10 times better. Yeah, we're just doing a little live discussion, chit chat with y'all. I don't have any great content to bring you or anything. I'm just here with y'all. We'll just do a chit chat stream, a live discussion. Those job site heaters blow through the gas fast. Yeah. She has no care about the rest of the family, not at all. Well, the gas isn't heavy. It wouldn't make it heavy. It would give it some kind of weight, but it wouldn't be that hard to carry. But people would buy this. If you come to me and I needed this, I'd pay you $50 for it. Hello, China. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, 14W. Hanyura. I can't get that name right. Hanyura. What's up, Sassy? Margaret, hello. She has a 250-gallon propane, and I fill it up once a week. That's cooking and heat. So going through 100 a week ain't bad then. People will steal anything. Yep. They will. It's fucking sad, dude. She's got a doppelganger. I mean, anybody that needed one of them would pay $50 for it. Thank you, CG. £100 of gas is 100 pounds. So gas weight is the same as actual weight. I don't know about that. I don't know though. I've never dealt with propane. My ex father-in-law, he dealt in all propane and propane accessories, just like Hank Hill. Propane, I've heard, is the easiest thing to burn though, and the best thing to burn. Yeah, people pay 30 for the small ones. Yeah, I would give her $50 for that. The tank alone? Han, okay. I got you. Gary said on a post, you tried to help them, and yet again, BJ's behavior continues to hurt her own family the most. I saw somewhere someone took them a load of wood so they have heat. Gary responded, yes, ma'am. I spoke with the lady that delivered it. He's from North Carolina. Well, that's not a lady. He's supposedly sending her a money order, so the lady delivered half of it until she receives it because they were down to one piece. Then she will deliver the other half. I've mailed her enough for 2 loads to be delivered. As she sees, they are needing it and stacked on their front porch instead of it all being delivered so it can't be sold. Wow. Yeah, at this point, man, people need to watch for Betty. Oh, wow. You stated you were going to provide a 250-pound tank filled, and when it needed refilled, you'd go online and order the propane and have it delivered. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that tank be too large for BJ to be loading into a vehicle? Not this one, it wouldn't be. And I could not find that you said it was a loaner. Did they ask to borrow a propane tank, a small tank with a large heater? She ran off with the propane tank, bro. Kenneth has brought over firewood. She sells the firewood. How much is firewood, yo? How much is fucking wood, dude? Look, man, kick that fucking road hog out, bro. Kick that bitch out, dude. It's definitely called enabling. You might as well be doing the drugs with her at this point, right? You know what? If Betty could get away from there, I'd offer her a place to live. I would. If Betty could get away from there, I will pay her rent for a year. I mean, that's all I can do, but I will hold to that. If Betty could get the fuck away from there and get up to Indiana, move up away from all them fucking useless ass fucking people, I would pay her rent for a fucking year. I mean, I wouldn't imagine her. I wouldn't think that she would, but like, if it's just Betty left, geez, man, they have really been torn apart in the last year, bro. I mean, she could probably carry the tank if it was empty. If you don't add the extra 100 pounds in it, I guess if you get 100 pounds of gas, I guess it weighs 100 pounds. Which ones are useless? Larry, BJ. Yeah. Any of them around there that don't work, just that around there to loaf off of everybody else, useless. Yeah, it's not good, man. That family's been ripped apart, bro. I'm totally over him, Carol. I know exactly where you are. I think Kenny's all right. Kenny hasn't done anything that I can see. You're right, Faith. I feel sorry for her too. If look, man, if Larry has let BJ do all of this long, he's not going to stop her now. He's not going to stop her now. Senior apartment. They have picked Betty dry. Another post, Gary McGowan says, Jenny Gonzalez, yes, I tried to get a 250-pound tank so I could go online to get the propane company and pay to have them refilled, but they would not deliver to that address. So I bought two 100-pound from Lowe's and filled them. They had to have opened the stove wide open. So they must be running it wide open heat. Which that's their business. I don't care what they go. That's none of my business how much propane they go through and all that shit. I'm not telling somebody how much they should use to heat their home. However you fucking need, you know? Jail would be the best thing. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. They're a family that's only had their family. So like I don't want to like act like I know how that feels because I don't. I've always had friends. I've always had myself to count on, right? I've always had myself to count on. If I couldn't count on anybody else, I could count on myself. Well, these folks can't. There is no have to move. They don't have to move. They don't, there's nothing saying they have to move, guys. Damn. The propane company won't even deliver there. It might be too far off the beaten path if they're in a holler. Like certain areas, they just won't come. Them 10 big trucks and them propane trucks, some places they just won't go. I doubt it has anything to do with just, it's their address. I think you leave Larry and BJ right where they are. Yep. I don't think you're going to see Timmy again. I don't. I think Timmy's gone, Lorraine's gone, and Ray's gone. And I'm just going to keep it 100. I don't think we're going to see them again. I think the only way we see them again is if someone else gets ward over them and then they decide to put them online. They either have to get a sewer or move. Who said that? That was said 3 months ago. And they're still there. So that's bullshit. That's all bullshit. Yeah, I've seen all of them. I've seen all of the newspaper post and the Daily Mail and the New York Post. That don't mean shit. Those are tabloids, guys. They're just writing off what they see on YouTube, guys. That's all they're doing. I promise you that. They haven't went down there discussing anything with them. They're just fucking tabloids. You got to ask yourself this too. Why so many tabloids are picking this up, but the fucking odd West Virginia paper won't, or the state of West Virginia's newspaper won't, or Beckley what newspaper don't pick it up? Like nobody local wants to pick this story up. Think about that. I think they're trying to really hush up the Whittakers. I think they're trying to silence everything about the Whittakers. I think they're trying to dismantle what they do online. I really do. Well, if you tell a family that they can't go online and discuss this stuff, what new pics? I don't see any new pics. All of these pics are all pics that we've seen. I've seen all of these. Every one of them. Okay, I didn't see that Patrick one. All right, so the Daily Mail might have went down there. Let's see. That's fucking crazy, bro. Like, here's the thing. If they've got the news going down there, right? All of these different tabloids and shit. And they're talking to these tabloids. Right? They're talking to these tabloids. What makes that no different than talking on social media? I don't get it. I got it, Red. I got a bunch of it. Somebody sent me a bunch of them. And they look new. I'll definitely agree to that. Definitely that one of Patrick looks new. And the one of Larry at the door, but you can tell because it gives you the credit to it. Yeah, they definitely went down there. But the problem is if they're not allowed to talk, Toddy showed the Patrick one from one of his videos. See what I mean, man? What I'm saying is, if the tabloids went down there, oh yeah, the tabloids will pay you for sure. Yeah. Daily Mail, New York Post, they'll pay them for their time. But like, if the courts have said, well, you can't do that, or you can't see the other three, then what the fuck? I still have not got a return phone call from the West Virginia State Police. Toddy had me in her newest video. Shout out to that. Shout out to Toddy, man. But like, I don't know what Betty knows the difference of. It's just so fucking sad that people have come into these people's lives, whether they wanted the best for them or not, fucked up everything. And I mean everything. And then just decides to leave when they like. What's up, Jenny? And it's kind of like, oh, Curious Deep Dive called them too? Funny, huh? Wasn't Betty out of town when that article was published? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Evening, Sandy. What's up, 10? Scooter, what up? Like everybody that's went down there, excluding Mark, excluding soft white underbelly, because Mark didn't have no interest of gaining from these folks. We all know that, right? Mark already was rich. Mark already didn't need the Whittakers. Mark already had money, and he just wanted to help that family. And he was forced out. There's Lisa. Shout out to Lisa Byers, bro, with the $5 super sticker. What we do here?
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Right now, 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 right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. Where is the outrage? Like, because I'm going to tell you now, if you was to do that to my family, I'm going to come fuck you up. I'm being dead serious. I'm going to come fuck you up. I'm going to have to come see you. Eric would not be a safe man at all. And I'm just speaking hypothetically, because this has nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, I would go fuck you up over my family, bro. I know we're outraged, Red, but I'm talking about like Brandon. Where's fucking Jason's outrage? Where's fucking John's outrage? Where's fucking all these badasses that protect the family? Remember? You didn't do a very good job of it. Yeah. They want to act like they're tough when creators come down there just filming or whatever. But you let all the bullshit happen to your family, and you're practically the ones that are doing it. I wish I could tell you guys something that would give the Whittakers like a chance, but the only chance they have is probably an attorney. Kitty, why are you sleeping like that? Oh, hell no. What are you doing, little dude? He's got his little head buried. You can't even see him. Kitty. He's got his little head down like this. Eric is a snake. Yeah. I don't think he should have called APS on people, man. I'm going to be honest. Where I'm from, you don't call CPS unless you know that child's being harmed. You don't fucking do that shit, bro. I'm just saying, man. Where I'm from, you get caught doing that shit, people are going to be at your door. You know? You don't do that. You don't call APS to say, oh, look, tell them I'm not trying to take their home. Tell them I'm not trying to break up their family. You don't call APS for that. You call APS in because you want them there. You want them to be aware of why you're there. You want them to see why you're there to get them a new home. Look at the way they live. Yeah, bro. You might be totally right. You might be totally right, Scooter. And that's the bad part. If they never get an attorney, they'll never see their money. I hope that they get their money. I hope Eric's got it in a savings account. I don't know why you would still have this page open, bro. I don't know why you still have that Whittaker family page open. I have no idea why you still have the fucking Facebook page open. I don't know why you're doing that. I cannot. I could give you all of the grace in the world, Eric Carroll, but I cannot for the life of me figure out why you're still letting those stay open. I can't. I can you guys figure out why you would keep the fucking social medias open when the ones that were filmed are taken away? Yeah, I don't even care about it being close to the real amount. Just come on, bro. Like, Eric, you weren't doing that. You weren't being down to the wire with the money when y'all were throwing money around, going places and doing whatever the fuck you want to go and do. You weren't worried about the money then, Eric. You weren't trying to be Mr. fucking accountant then either. So stop it. The jokes are over, bro. Because they're still making money for whoever is getting the money. Think about it. Think of how that sounds. Think about how that sounds. Because he's saving for the house. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Supposedly the money was turned over. The past are out there is honestly don't know. Money was never turned over. He had a contract in with them for monetization. Deleting it would breach the contract. Are we a little too late, right? You know he's already sent the family and Patrick saying that they already breached the contract. We're way past that now. Breaching of a contract is like we're way past that. What about the investigation? That big bad investigation, man. Whose name is the videos in? What do you mean? Yeah, he's already checked out. There is no more contract. Contract's null and void now. I can't understand why you're leaving those social media pages open when you're saying I need all of the money put together to exactly how much we owe and all this, but you're still fucking letting money pour into those accounts. Like this, it don't make no sense. It makes no sense. I don't know. I don't know nothing about what the contract stated or anything. You can't get a public defender for a civil case. You can't get a free lawyer for a civil case unless one steps out there for you. You would have to have one that just steps up pro bono. There's nothing that you can get for being um, low income. They won't just give you a civil attorney to sue. Who's letting the money pour in? Whoever is keeping the page open. That would be Eric. Eric notifies YouTube. All Eric has to do is flip a switch, homie. That's it. That's it. That's all Eric has to do. Deactivate. Ding. It's pretty simple. That's pretty right, Henry, because it makes dollars, not cents. You might be right. You're probably pretty close to that, Jerry. You're probably damn sure right on where I'm at with it. That's kind of where I'm at with it anymore. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not gonna come up here and bullshit none of you. I'm not gonna give you information that's not true because it's just been this and then that. I'm gonna give you the tea that I see out there, and we can talk about it. But honestly, we don't know what's even true anymore. We don't. We don't. And it's fucking disgraceful. It's kind of fucking nasty. I don't know how much he's making. I mean, I could kind of look, I guess, but at the view counts. But I wonder how many people are just still donating to that page. You know, there are many Americans that still have no idea that things have happened like this. I'm just being honest. There are lots of people that don't even know that the Whittaker family was split up. Well, he went through and said what he did. He said he tried to get in touch with the police people and they didn't take the money. Then he was supposed to go to court for it and they didn't take the money. And then they haven't even contacted him about it, so he stuck it in a fucking savings account. Yeah, I've seen all the groups on Facebook. I think I've seen them all. Like the ones for Patrick, the ones for Eric, and they all have good points. Don't get me wrong here, bro. I just refuse to not take a stance. You see what I'm saying? And my stance is Eric has all their money. Eric demolished that family, got them all split up, made it a clusterfuck of a fucking situation, and left with all the money in his account. And I will hold a stance. I'm sorry. My stance is I wouldn't do anyone like that and expect to still have any kind of social media fucking following. Yeah, he claims he stuck it in a savings account. Here's the funniest part about all of this. Now that all of this is blown up like it has, all of this, you want to know the truth? There is no possible way for Eric Carroll to give the Whittakers that money without that hurting them. Do you understand? There is no possible way for him to give the Whittakers that money because it's going without hurting their checks. Let me tell you why. Because if he does do it a different way, besides just giving it to them, that would be fraud. That's the facts. So see what kind of a clusterfuck he's created? He knows that. He knows it. He knows that too. You can't set up a trust fund and say, all right, I'm setting up this trust fund so I can give the Whittakers this $100,000. Well, guess what? That's fraud, bro. And you're dead up guilty of it because we all watched you do it. We all know you got their money. The whole world knows it. There's no possible way to even do it right because now you've done let the world know. The only way I've been able to do that right is to just fucking do it and not say a goddamn thing about it. But you went blabbing your fucking mouth, and that's what it is. He knew what he was doing. That's what's been said. Twisted. I mean, that's the truth. There's no possible way you can even give them that money. No possible way. Even trust funds, that would make you just being a fraud. You can't set something up in order to dodge something else, especially when you've been so public about you wanting to dodge them getting in trouble. That's called fraud. You knowingly dodge this in order to do this. Knowingly. That sets you up for a case right there. It don't make sense. He fucked it all up, bro. He fucked it all up, bro. The money can be donated to a charity in the Whittakers' behalf. Yeah, but if that money ever made it back around to them somehow, fraud. Ponzi scheme. Not really a Ponzi scheme, but if it ever made it back around, it would be. Yeah, he blew it up so much that, yeah. I'm surprised that Mark's receipts and shit didn't fuck him over. I'm very surprised of that. Because that's so much proof that they've been fucking getting money without reporting it. And the way they did that was letting Mark pay the tax on it. Yeah, they did a lot of fraud. That's why I don't believe that there's even a fucking investigation anymore. Because I'm going to be honest with you, dude. In all honesty, if anybody was to go to jail, it'd be all the Whittakers. It'd be the ones that signed the other three up to be recorded because they can't. That's fraud, bro. I mean, if we're looking at it with the truthful, honest standpoint, and I'm an investigator, it all still falls back to all of the Whittakers that signed those contracts. BJ would be in trouble. Larry would be in trouble. But I don't think they want to arrest them old people, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think they want to arrest Betty and Larry because it might make them look bad. You're absolutely right, Big Ugly. You're absolutely right. They're definitely already guilty, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. They could give it to Kenny, but I think Kenny gets a check too. If it's enough money, dude, I would say fuck my check. But you got to weigh out the differences. Yep. That was what I mean. It's truth. I mean, God bless their souls. I'm sure Betty don't know that's what's going on and how that could be fraud and all of that. But Larry should have. Kenny works? Okay. I thought Kenny does side jobs and shit though. They will need that insurance. That's a fact. I didn't think about the insurance. You're right about that. Well, if they lose their Medicare and shit, that wouldn't be very good. They'd blow through that money real quick then. I honestly, man, I don't know what you do. Eric's in a fucked up situation, but he caused it. That's what's weird about all of this. Well, give us a recording, Red. Next time, record them. Give us some proof of it. Because I called and they don't want to talk to me. So I don't know how you're any different than I am. They don't want to talk the deep dive. I think there's other people that have called too, and they're not getting no answers either. No one's getting no real truth answers out of it. You can call that fucking West Virginia State Police. I employ all of you guys to do it. Just call over there and ask. I guarantee you're going to get a stupid fucking answer about somebody will call you back and nobody will call you back. I implore all of you to do it just for your own being. I mean, I did it. Kenny does side jobs. I thought he would get a check. I don't know why he wouldn't. Shout out to my guy, Angel Crispin, in the chat, y'all. You know how we do it.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Salute, AC. I appreciate your 5 beanos, baby. If anybody else is enjoying our stream and would like to donate to the platform, you can always pull up to our PayPal, Cash App, and our Super Chat. Or you could just become a fucking member and help us both. Don't send me any money. Become a member. That way you could give me money and be a member. Or gift a member. Make someone else a member. At least they get in it for the monthly giveaways. Yep, we do monthly giveaways on this channel. That's a fact.
Right now, 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 right now.
Fuck it. Let's make a push to send it to me. Send all that money to me, man. I know I've gave Eric Carroll his fair share of shit, right? But I don't hate Eric, right? I don't like dislike him and like I got it out for Eric Carroll, but he holds all the keys to that bread, bro. And that's all I want to see is what's done with that money. If he ends up keeping it, that's shady right there. But if it goes somewhere like the state for the other 3 or to like, I don't know, something good, give it to a fucking foundation, bro. Something that you're not tied to, though. Transfer him to the governor's office? Oh, my God. Shit. Yeah, send it all to me, y'all. That's what we should do. Fuck it. Let's go see what Eric had to say, where he put it. Let's go ask Eric. Let's see what he says. I think I still have it. I think I still got the video. Man, I'm glad I feel better, man. When it comes out, people will know I'm not lying. I didn't call you a liar. I'm just saying, we're going on fucking almost 90 days here. It wouldn't take me this long to find out who was frauding and who wasn't. I promise you that. Hey, everything in the wash will come out in the rinse. That's right, right? And I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not calling anybody a liar. I mean, I need some fucking proof of some shit from here on out. Like, for real, for real. Betty have no rights. Well, the other 3 technically don't have rights to any of it because they never signed any contract. This is a tricky situation, y'all. You can't say that the other 3 are expected to get that money because they never even signed the contract. So what does that mean? In court, that they wouldn't even be in the situation of getting it at all. The government has nothing to do with an investigation. Come on now. The government being shut down didn't stop investigations from going on in the state police. What's up, Predator? Takes a while to investigate that Betty Rico case. to be honest, man, if anybody could get in trouble the most, it could be Betty and Larry and BJ, dude. It really could. It really, really could. Because it starts with them. Those two guys, Eric and Patrick, couldn't even sign a contract if it wasn't for Betty, Larry, and BJ saying, yeah. I mean, they couldn't. They would be in just as much trouble too, y'all. Yep. Very much different, Bambi. Yeah, morally, the three are supposed to get it. But contractually, they don't supposed to get nothing. And that's where it's tricky, y'all. Because it's only really owed to the people that are on that contract. And it was kind of shady that they tried giving just all of the Whittakers a third, too. My kitty moved, so he's alive. This is his sleep time. Eric's trying to get Timmy. I don't know that to be true. I know he said something about it. I know he did say, I'm coming for you. He did say that. I think there was an investigation because they did put it on their Facebook, Twisted. The West Virginia State Police did post it on their Facebook page. The three did not benefit. You're absolutely right. That's what I mean. Betty, Larry, and BJ would be in trouble. Like they're meant. Everybody was there to film those three to begin with. Would Betty and BJ and Larry have a story? Maybe, if you kind of help them make one up. But the reason why people were watching was for those three. So it's still fucked up. I think they investigate, but just because they say there's an investigation doesn't mean that's going to end in an arrest. I promise you. People get investigated all the time. It doesn't end in arrests. You could definitely be investigated without being arrested. Just saying. I think once they went to dig I think it started with, all right, let's investigate these two fuckers. And then they probably went digging. And then they found out, well, if we should be arresting anybody, it should probably be Betty, Larry, and BJ. That's probably exactly how it went. Maybe. I'm saying maybe. If I was an investigator, that's how it would go for me. All roads would lead to Betty, Larry, and BJ being the fraudsters. And I'm just speaking truthfully. Yeah, if it was Fields, she had a problem. That's a fact. You're right about that. But let's go ask Eric what he did with the money. Well, we can't ask him because, he declines all interviews and stuff. Let me see. Transcript.
It's been a while since I made a video, and I'll just tell you, there has been so much going on with this drama.
What's up, Blaze? What up,
Tony,
though?
we also went to a surveyor. We had everything ready to go. And then we saw that BJ showed back.
I'm trying to find the part about the money. I don't really care to watch this. You know what I mean? He's busy feeding the deer. Yeah, he's definitely not a hunter. He didn't do any hunting.
It sucks that when that family was
interview himself,
the first thing that was brought up was my name.
Thank you, Big Ugly.
Busy. Yes, we missed the September 4th court date. I honestly thought it was later. So it looked like egg on my face. They weren't telling me. She was offered a continuation 3 different times after that. Okay. And then I find out he was up there to help me and watching people so easily point the finger my way. It made me think of when Mark Laida.
Oh, you are no
was
Mark,
there,
buddy.
and they
No,
said-
no, 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 no. I totally missed that the first time. You are no Mark Laida, bro. And I'm not saying that to say Mark is the greatest person, because I do not know Mark at all. But I'm going to tell you something, bro. You're not a Mark. I know you have high aspirations, but you're not Mark. And I'm not saying Mark's perfect, because he has a lot of criticism too. But I think that's with everybody. If we watch a creator long enough, you're going to start to have some criticisms, right? You're going to start to say, well, I don't agree there. I don't agree there. I don't agree there. Instead of that being good and good that you can talk back and forth, you're not supposed to go, well, I don't fuck with him no more. You're supposed to be an adult. You know what I mean? Like some of my favorite creators, I don't completely agree with. Like I watch the shit out of what Candace is doing right now with the Charlie Kirk investigation and shit. I don't completely agree with her. But you know what? I'm watching what she's doing, because maybe she's onto something. Mark actually got out before it could hurt the family, I think. You know, I think that's what it was. I think Mark got out before any kind of harm could be done to the family. You know what I'm saying? I think Mark could sense it. I know a lot of people condemn Mark for certain things, and as you should. You should have your reasons for, checking Mark on his shit. But I still think Mark is a one of those real gentle men. Just like a gentleman. He's a gentle guy. You know what I mean? Like he's very gentle. And Mark didn't need the Whittakers. Mark didn't go there to say, I can make it rich off these people. They were just another Mark story in a series of stories that Mark tells. Yeah, he's not a Mark at all. Don't let him fool you. He's no fucking martyr.
If Mark never gave us any money,
This guy's not a martyr.
I'm going to tell you, that's another story right there, guys. As I went into it, nobody was telling the truth. I can't be involved in that. I thought I knew who they were. I have no idea who they were. And I can't move
Well,
forward.
you didn't know them, Eric Carroll. You didn't know them at all, bro. If you were around them 4 weeks and you were only around them a couple days out of those weeks, you probably seen the Whittakers 20 times max. That's not knowing someone. That's not knowing them. I'm sorry, man. Some people get too quick with this. I know them. No, you don't. You've met them 20 times. Yeah, you know of them.
As it is, those 3, if they ever needed a home and I could be involved in some way, I would be there. Just ask and I'll come running. With what they've got there now, no, I literally don't know who they are, and I want this thing investigated. I was the one, again, asking, you need to look here. Something's going on. Please. That's all I've got, guys. I will talk some more later, but this isn't going to be a thing where the rest of my life I'm going to be talking about what happened with the Whittakers. I have a life that I want to live. I have a family that I love. Too many innocent people I have watched get attached to this in some way that they shouldn't have been able to. If this is what we become as a society, watching Charlie Kirk be killed, watching the Idaho state murders, and then what happened there. And then a case like this, these YouTubers and these internet personalities. I saw your invites to your podcast. You didn't have no reason for me to come on your podcast because you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. You literally have nothing, and you claim to be some reporter. A reporter should be able to do their own investigations and say, here's the story, not have to say, come and tell me what you know. You were trying to make yourselves relevant.
Hold on. Did he say a reporter don't ask the people involved about the story? Did he just kind of just say that? You are a slick talking motherfucker, bro. You kind of jived that off easily. He just told you that a reporter doesn't talk to the people involved in the story. Yeah, I mean, as if anybody is, Pam. If I had him on, I'd want to hear his side of the story. I wouldn't come at him any kind of way. I would treat him with kids' glove. I would talk to him, right? Like a normal person would. All feelings aside, I would let him tell his side of the story, because people need to get that off. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's too good. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. But reporters don't go get the story from the people involved in the story. They just say what they know. He's a dumbass. He's exactly what he just said. Watch.
A reporter should be able to do their own investigations and say, here's the story, not have to say, come and tell me what you know.
Come on, bro. What better way of getting the real story without asking the person involved to tell them what they know? You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You're a fucking idiot. And you tried to glaze it to make it sound good, but it sounded like shit. You're a fucking idiot. You are the dumbest individual for letting that one come.
Trying to make yourselves relevant. Good job. You are the scum of society.
Who the fuck you think you are, Eric Carroll? You got a woman on Facebook right now dogging you the fuck out because you didn't come around your fucking kid at all. So, like, I would watch that scum of society thing. I would watch that because you're scraping that low right now. You are. You didn't go around your kid, and then you fucking made a whole podcast about a woman trying to alienate you. Because her Facebook is loaded with things about you, Eric Carroll. See, when you're a father, you just don't get shit your way. You have to listen to what the mother also wants too. You can't say, "Oh, I'm getting her hits, I'm getting her then, I'm getting her then. That's when I'm doing it. Because I'm dad." No, you're gonna listen to her too. You're just an idiot. You think you're something you're not, buddy. I can't wait for your comeback to social media because I bet it's going to be great. I bet you're going to be hitting that block button more than a little bit because that's what you do. You block people. See, because you come up here and you act like you're for this. You're like this conservative, and you're here for the country, and you're this proud American, but you block people and you remove them. And that's not really freedom of speech, is it, Eric Carroll?
Some people don't need a microphone, guys. If there's anything that's going to come out of this, there's some people that do not need to be on the internet and be gave a platform because that power goes to their heads and they will do anything to get clicks and views. I'm not that guy. I've had my platform for 6 years now, and
Where is it now? How is it doing? How is it doing? Is it growing? But like, I don't get what you mean with all this. Like, you're so much better than other people because you had to pay for a lot of your fucking interviews. I know
I
about you, Eric.
barely do videos at all anymore because I hate being on the screen. That's just the truth. There's too much associated with it, and there's too much that can go wrong. This is, I would love to tell you if I knew then what I know now, I never would have gotten involved. I can't say that. You don't know what I know. You don't know what I know. There's people that probably may have very well their lives been saved.
But you know what's funny, man? They lived there for 70 years, but now you saved their lives all of a sudden. First of all, you say, you don't know what I know, but you're ragging on people for trying to find out the truth. And here you are sitting over there holding all the truths, like you say, but won't tell anybody the truths, right? You're a fucking prick. Because you know those truths are gonna have to come with where's their money, bro? What are you doing with it? What have you been doing? I'm trying to give this guy grace, like, and be fair because I'm literally not up here to dog and shit on anybody, bro. I'm not. It's too easy to do. That's easy content. I can come up here and shit on all of them. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore, man. Yeah, he's like a rat. Like an old snake in the grass. You know so much, but you're ragging on people trying to find the truth. And you're saying, I'm not coming on your show and telling you any of the truth. And you should be the scum of the earth. You're just the scum of the earth for trying to find out the truth. Shut up, motherfucker. I don't think you know that much, to be honest. Yeah. Facts, Twisted.
And hopefully one day you're allowed to know everything.
Allowed.
See you guys.
Allowed. I didn't hear where the money went. Hold on.
And he became a new person almost right family out of Odd, West Virginia from the very beginning. It was one thing to get them a house, but if something happens to Betty and Larry, the other three that can't talk and can't take care of themselves are going to need someone there 24/7 to make sure they are taken care of, that they're fed, that they're clothed, the whole 9 yards. And then they still have groceries and other things, guys. When you add up the expenses, it would have took.
Bro, they get a check. So he's just adding bullshit on top of bullshit, bro, to make it sound good. You have fucked this whole shit up, to be honest. Call APS out there for no reason whatsoever. You did. You called AP. Your reason for calling APS out there was because BJ went and told Betty that you were trying to get the family split up. You think that's a really good reason to call APS? I'm just trying to be clear here. Like, why would you call APS? Because BJ said you were trying to get the family taken away. Yeah, I know why. Because you thought they were going to make you leave. That's what I'm trying to do, Runaway Truth. I'm trying to do that, kind of. That's my feeling about it. I'm really, really trying to like keep content flowing about this so that it doesn't die out. And I really am, because we should be holding these people's feet to the fire. I think there's so much shit, bro, involved with this. I agree totally to that, Kara. I agree totally to that. But if that's what you, if it, look, that's the point too. They want us to shut up. They really want us to shut up. Both of them, Patrick and Eric, would love for us to be quiet, y'all. I was making money on my platform before I started discussing the Whittakers. Long before. I was monetized years before that. So that's not anything I'm doing here. Plus, I give back on my channel as well. A lot more than people know. I mean, if the people want to keep talking about it, I'll keep talking about it. But the moment this shit starts to, like, I honestly only want to know what they're going to do with the money, and then I'm out. No, I understand, Kara. I get it, bro. I totally understand it. I'm just saying, I'm not here to milk the Whittakers for money. I was making money long before the Whittakers on 2 channels. That's what I think too, Red. That's what I kind of think too. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, if you open this can of worms, I think the West Virginia State Police thought, okay, let's get these 2 outsiders. Well, Patrick's not an outsider, but let's take an investigation out on Patrick and Eric. And then when they dive into it and realize that in order to arrest someone, you would probably arrest Larry and Betty and BJ first, right? I would think. They have frauded people more than anyone. I mean, is it fraud? I guess because they didn't do what they were supposed to do with the money. I don't know, but it's a deep case, bro. This is some deep shit. Did you guys hear? Holy moly! You too, Howard. Pizzas. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Pam. Let me pull this up. So I watched today. I was watching the world news, and something caught my eye. It's a bag of dip and tater chips. I will pull it up for you. This caught my eye today because more than there was 300 children that were kidnapped at once. Thank you, D. 300 children kidnapped at one time. Fucking unreal, son. Not really snuggle time. That would have to be in court. I mean, without an attorney, yeah. If they've got an attorney that's fighting that, though, then there would be big, big issues. But without an attorney, they're not going to get that money. That's the way I see it. I don't see why YouTube don't making. I don't get it. All right, man. So in Nigeria, there were 300 children taken from a Catholic school, y'all. So as of the update to you, I have is 50 of them have escaped where they were taken to, or where they were going. They have escaped. 50 of them have, and have been caught.
A mass abduction of school children in Nigeria has launched a massive rescue effort. According to a local Christian organization, gunmen broke into the St. Mary's Catholic School early Friday morning and took by force more than 300 school children, as well as 12 of their teachers. It's now one of the
12
worst
kids, 12 kids, and more than 300. More than 300, bro.
Kidnappings ever in the country, and comes just days after more than 24 schoolgirls were abducted in a neighboring state. And this morning, Pope Leo said he is deeply saddened to learn of the kidnappings and asked for the immediate release of those that were.
I think there's a lot of people that aren't fucking with the Whittakers. They don't want no part of that drama.
Were kidnapped. Joining me now for more on this is the executive director for Amnesty International Nigeria, is Issa Sanusi. Thank you so much for being with us. These mass abductions like this have been taking place since 2014, and in each case, more than 100 children were abducted.
Wow.
Has anyone claimed responsibility for the latest kidnapping, and what are the kidnappers' goals?
Well, up to now, nobody has claimed responsibility, and
Okay,
I have to tell you.
So how can you claim? Look, I'm here for the kids, bro.
We just received confirmation that 53 out of the 300 children were able to escape between Friday
53
and
have
yesterday.
escaped.
Wow.
And no group has taken responsibility, and the children have already been united with their families. But up to now, there are at least 250 or over 250 still in captivity, including 12 teachers from that. So
Shit.
no group has taken responsibility, but the abduction has the hallmark, all the patterns of the past such incidents that happen in other parts of Nigeria.
The idea that more than 300 children and
That is
adults
sad, dude.
being kidnapped, it is hard to wrap your mind around. Give us a sense of how big of an issue this is in Nigeria.
Well, this has been an issue for so long, and as far back as 2014, it started with when Boko Haram started it. They abducted over 200 schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno State. And from then on, criminal gangs, abductors for ransom, and jihadist, Islamicist fighters continue to use abducting children, attacking schools as a way of making statement, as a way of asserting their own control and their capacity to inflict damage and show that the government is weak, it cannot do anything, and they can do whatever they like. So it's a big issue because children are involved, education is involved, because already some states in northern Nigeria where there is educational problem have already closed down schools, and more schools will be closed down. And the implication is that when these schools are closed down, sometimes it's just indefinitely, and some parents never want their children to go back to school forever.
Wow, that has such wide-reaching impacts. What is your organization doing to try to help get the children and teachers safely returned?
Well, we have been advocating for safer schools for so many years. In fact, after the abduction of Chibok schoolgirls in 2014, Amnesty International has been telling the Nigerian government to do the right thing. And the right thing is to ensure accountability, because lack of accountability is one of the reasons why we repeatedly have these abductions. No one is being held to account. People don't know whether there were arrests or anything whatsoever. And therefore, this is fueling the impunity and emboldening the gunmen and other criminals that are taking advantage of the weakness of the state to perpetrate these actions. And there was a time something called Safer Schools program was introduced by Nigerian government. Unfortunately, based on our findings, that program has never been effective, and it is almost as good as non-existent.
And so that's one thing I was going to ask you. What can the government do? What can Nigerian officials do? Are they able to put additional security measures in place in these vulnerable areas to help prevent these kidnappings?
Well, you know, Nigeria already has multiple security challenges. It will be very impossible for the government to put security in each of these schools in these vulnerable. These are very remote places. Sometimes there are even no good roads to reach that place. Therefore, it will be impossible for the Nigerian authorities to put security in those places. And Nigeria
Impossible. You hear shit? Impossible.
has multiple of security challenges, and the military
I've been
and
doing a lot
other
better, Howard.
security agencies are already overstretched. Therefore, the only thing they will do to stop these abductions, these threats to education.
Yeah, I went to the hospital and they gave me 14 antibiotics. I got to take 2 a day for 7 days. And then they said, see you later. Hope you feel better. Come back if you get worse.
This threats to childhood is to make sure that the country is safe, is secure, to fight these criminals and these gangs and these militants to a standstill and make the whole country safer and make all Nigerians be able to live safely without the fear of being killed or fear of being abducted.
And we are certainly thinking about all of those more than 200 families of the children and staff hoping that they are returned home. Executive Director for Amnesty International Nigeria, Issa Sanusi, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
That's crazy, bro. Could you imagine? Yeah, we got a lot of kids missing in America, too. They didn't know. They didn't even check. They didn't even check. It was just like, we think it's an infection. Think you have UTI. You probably have a UTI. So I don't know. I'm going to go back if it gets worse. They said they think I had a urinary tract infection. It happens everywhere, Howard. But 301 WAP, that's a fucking catastrophe. Yeah, I didn't really feel bad. It was just the pain in my back. I mean, I felt fine. I've yet to get sick or feel sick or anything like that. That's why they were tripping. They was like, you haven't thrown up? I was like, no. He said, you don't feel bad? I was like, nah, just my back hurts. Just the pain in my back, man. Yeah, they did blood work. Yep, they did all that. Yeah, they're gonna bill me. But you know what? I found out that he did say that I don't have to like worry about it hurting my credit because no longer do medical bills go on your credit report. Yeah. I think we should save our children before anything. Thank you, Faith. Yeah, I'm going to work tomorrow. Yeah, after a fire in Hawaii. Yep. That's a lot, dude. I was just going to drop that on you because I'm going to start talking a little bit of politics over here. Just a little bit, though. I won't get too political. Trust me on that. I don't share any beliefs with either side. As you guys can probably tell, I don't believe any of them bastards. I just want to know where the money's going to go. Let's see.
That freaked me out. How did you know where I was? We went to another Airbnb that was owned by the people that had to clean the Airbnb that got trashed, but they know I took care of the people where I was staying.
What's up, Lee?
Anyway, I was there at the new Airbnb 10 minutes in the middle of the woods, guys, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm hoping
someone
it
found
clears
me.
it up.
They came again. They was there to support. If you need a house, let us take you out to eat. The only thing that was going through
You didn't
my
have to go to
mind
the
is, how
doctor?
did you know where I was? And now
What's
I'm in
it
a
called?
public place.
What's it called? Azo? I've heard of that. I think I've heard of people talking about Azo before. What's up, Kentucky? Appreciate y'all for supporting the stream and hitting that like button. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate y'all. If you haven't become a member yet, please think about becoming a member on this channel. You will be giving a private members Discord link. If you haven't got that link and you're a member over here, make sure you contact me so I can give you that Discord link. Also, you will be put in a members only giveaway that I try to do every month. Sometimes I'm off some days into the next month, but I try to do this every month because I try to give back. I hope y'all are having a great evening, man. Eric, do what's right, bro.
When I find out that Charlie Kirk was shot, a father that was 31 years old. Now, I've met Charlie numerous times.
It does.
I talked to his pastor. He introduced me to his wife down in Tampa, Florida. I've been around him numerous times. Not going to act like we had a close relationship, but I interviewed him, and I think he was a good man. I didn't agree with everything, but I thought he was a hell of a guy. And at 31 years old, to accomplish what he did, he stood for what he believed
I was
in.
just checking.
Two beautiful kids.
I'm just saying I've heard it before. I got these antibiotics to take first.
Wife now without a husband.
I'm gonna drink a lot of water, he said.
All because somebody sees something online and disagrees with him. They went and so tragically.
Welcome, D. We're good people over here, and you're welcome to your own opinion as well. Everybody in this chat room is welcome to their own opinion. People that are for Eric can speak up. I don't see a lot of people speaking up. But hey, this is an open room, man. They think it was a UTI, yeah. Yeah, I've been watching Candace Owens, and she's covering. What's up, Cuddy? She's covering the Charlie Kirk assassination, and it's not good, man. It's not good. We can do that. We could have a good Candace Owens. Also, I follow a dope fiend channel because it's like watching a soap opera every day. And he follows around probably 15 different people from day to day. And I might start bringing you that content as well because I think it's kind of funny. I think it's something that we can talk, discuss, you know. I think it's just it's very content driven. I'll say that it's very soap opera-y, and I like the tea, y'all. Betty's a doctor. You're stupid, bro. We ain't checked on Bob, have we? Oh, hold on. Fuck you, Eric. We know you ain't gonna give them motherfuckers no money. You're going to make them have to go to court, dude. Let's see what Bob was saying last night.
That person for a friend, my face is going to show up, but that doesn't really mean anything because they see Bob Hickman.
Yeah, Candace is covering it
They don't see
hardcore,
God
Red.
entered into my body like a body the same
Hardcore.
size. That's the message I want them to see. That's when my Facebook would really. I don't know if I can change the name from Bob Hickman to God entered into my body like a body my same size. But if I could.
For those that don't know, this is Bob. Bob Hickman. Bob lives in my neighborhood in real life. Bob lives in his basement, I guess. See, I didn't know Bob did social media. I didn't know Bob did social media. I wish I would have known a long time ago. But Bob is someone that believes God entered into his body. And he gives him visions, gives him thoughts and all of that.
Could, it probably wouldn't stay like that for very long. The day would come when Facebook would take me down and want me to send my driver's license picture in, and I've already done that. And they would want me to put my real name back on there, so it wouldn't work. Anyway, this is an hour run. I've already held the phone up longer than I thought I would. I want to read your comments, but I'm running the wrong way. Somebody just called me while I'm doing Facebook Live. And that is a no-no. Let me get the other phone, you guys. I'm going to block that person out that just called me.
Who's calling you, Bob?
Because if people know I'm on Facebook and they call me and they know that can ruin the broadcast. Many broadcasts got ruined because somebody called. Okay, you guys. All right, you guys. I want you to hold up for 1 second. I'm going to lose you guys for 1 second, then I'll be right back. I'm going to turn on the hotspot tethering so I can hook up my phone to this phone from Wi-Fi. Now, I'm going to put the phone down for a minute because I want to block out the person that tried to call me. Let me get on Facebook. I'm going to block that person out. It is dark. Yes, I do want it that way.
Yeah, he's very interested.
Let me find that person.
Only in short spurts, though. I can only do it in short spurts. There's a very good one that I meant to get before I come on live tonight. But on Facebook, he did one. It was just like a couple of days ago. And some chick got on there and was asking him all kinds of questions and shit, and she was answering them. He's what our parents warned about. He reminds me of Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Bob's probably the creepiest thing. The most clothes? That's so true. That is so true. He's usually just in a shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Literally just in a shirt. Have a good one, Howard.
You know, I have to block out the people that call because they ruin the broadcast, and some of them know they're ruining the broadcast.
Oh, so they're trolling
I
you.
need to get rid of them.
He's Ed Gein all the way.
Okay, we're hooked up. I can actually do 2 Facebook Lives now.
People are still doing it. People are still calling him, y'all.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is the guy. I'm going to go ahead and block him out. Let me unfriend him.
You're unfriending him too?
I didn't block him. I just unfriended him.
Well, if you don't
Because
block him, he'll call
Paul was
back.
doing this podcast. Let me make sure one more time.
Bob's a fucking blocker, y'all. He blocks people.
You know, it's kind of scary. It'd be bad to get the wrong one, wouldn't it? Somebody call, and there was one time I
APS second visit, the 3 were taken. Not all Eric's fault. Why were they there the first time? Who called him out there the first time? Bob the blocker. Snuggle time, snuggle time. Bob the blockhead. Because Eric called them the first time too.
blocked out
Just checking.
every person that had that first name. All right, I'm just going to leave that there. I wasn't planning on keeping the phone in my hand to hold.
He's running in a circle in his basement. Running round and round. Creepy,
Wow.
bro.
But it almost looks like that's going to happen. But I can say this workout that I'm doing right now is just not going to get it.
Yeah, I remember when they went to Patrick's. Yeah. I remember. Why would they go to Patrick's, though? That's so odd. Why they would go to Patrick's. But I don't think I would call APS to say, I'm not trying to get the people taken. Eric said he did it. Eric said he's to blame for it. I don't know what we're even talking about there. Eric said he's to blame for it.
I need to feel way more from the workout than I'm feeling. I mean, I've got 25 minutes left because I'm going to run it over 5 hours. 5
What?
minutes.
You're running 5 hours? I don't believe that. He just lies, y'all. Bob's a liar, y'all. Bob is a liar. What's up, Faith? Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Woo! Faith hit us with that 20 Beano. I appreciate you, Faith.
Right now, 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 right now.
Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Gotta have faith. Thank you for watching in Illinois, baby. That's my neighbors. That's my neighbors. Shout out to Illinois. The Illini. Get me a non-TV dinner. Well, I appreciate that, man. I won't get that money until the end of the month, but you know what I'm gonna do with it? Get me a non-TV dinner tonight. Yep, I sure am. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wonder what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get me some chicken. Yeah, I've been craving chicken. Matter of fact, I've been craving like chicken. I don't know why. Like Kentucky fried chicken, I guess. That sounds good, don't it? Yeah. Like a famous bowl. Holy shit.
To make up
What'd you
for
pay?
the time that I stopped.
Appreciate all y'all, man.
Ah,
Appreciate you.
So
Appreciate
I've
you.
got 25 minutes left, but this ain't getting it. I don't feel my tablet. Now it's starting to get turned on a little bit, but it's
KFC right up
just
the
not going
road.
to get it.
Too.
You know, I need it way more than I'm getting. I'm definitely going to have to get that mountain bike out tonight.
Now he's gonna get the mountain bike out after running for 5 hours. Popeyes? I don't think I got a pop. I might have a Popeyes up there. Shout out to Illinois, January, Larry. Illinois, baby. The Fighting Illini. Kitty, kitty. Wake up. Wake up. Kitty. He's just sleeping. He's lazy. He's lazy. He's just lazy. He's a lazy kitty. He's had a hard day. I played with him all day. He's had a hard day. No, I'm dead serious. I would damn near fucking pay Betty's rent for a year if she'd get the hell out of there. If she would get the fuck away from fucking that whole mess, which would probably never happen, I'd pay her fucking rent for a year. Joanne from Illinois, baby. Joanne from Illinois, baby. Shout out to Joanne in Illinois. Chinese food? I like some Chinese food. Sometimes. I eat a lot of rice. And I heard it's not that good for you. I eat a lot of rice. Like I eat Qdoba a lot. I eat this Middle Eastern food a lot that's got all rice. I eat fucking Panda Express. Hell yeah. I just don't think it's I think everything good that we've seen come from the Whittakers that we've seen what we're gonna see, guys. I'm pretty sure. Salt and pepper chicken, that sounds good. Yeah, he said 5 hours. He lies, Lee. He's a liar. He's lying. You just be lying. Bob, you just be lying. You're allergic to rice? I don't know what that would be like. Long grain rice is better for us than instant. Okay. You like my kitty? He's a baby. Yes, I need veggies. I eat veggies. They go on top of my stuff. Yeah, I don't really eat Popeyes too much. I do like churches for their fried okra. Popeyes dirty rice is good though. I eat a lot of I like Mexican food a lot. Like that's probably my favorite food. Like just really good Mexican food. It's probably my go-to. And then it's just American food after that. See, people will help with Betty. She just probably is never going to get away from what she knows. Chick-fil-A got it right when they put pickles on their sandwiches. That's fire. Yeah, I like Church's fried okra. And I also heard they got their old recipe back for chicken too. I might go there tonight. Yeah, I might go there tonight. That sounds good. I could use a side of fried okra. Yeah. There's one right around the corner. Kind of close. KFC. I got a KFC by me, but they're not that good. Like the people that work there and shit are fucking just lazy as fuck. Our KFC sucks. Like it's fucking horrible. If they would do everything right, it'd be cool, but they don't. You hate okra? I only like it fried. Fried okra sounds good. Or strips. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get me some fucking churches tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna go though. Mexican food's probably my favorite. Out of all food, I would start with Mexican and then I would just be American next. Good old American food. KFC's greasy. I like some good coleslaw too, y'all. Y'all making me hungry, man. Stop it. I've been having fun with y'all tonight. I'm not gonna be back live tonight. I think I'm gonna lay down, get some relax time. Go get some food, put some relax time in before I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. I hope I can fucking have a good day, you know. I felt like today was a good day though. Chicken tacos, yes. Fucking anything tacos. I don't really like fish tacos. But like a good fucking taco salad, you can't beat that. Can't beat it. Captain D's, I've never had their coleslaw. Your KFC suck too? Yeah. You can make some good coleslaw? God damn. Fall in love. Coleslaw's fire. Cuddle with Karma? I will. He's been playing all day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get me some Church's chicken. Get me some breasts. Breasts only. I'm a breast only guy. I mean, I love hips and thighs, but I mean, not on chickens. I don't really. I mean, fried green tomatoes are good too. I think they're okay. I can eat them. Yeah, I hope so. Plus, I'll probably be more fucking tomorrow while I'm at work. I'll be guzzling water too, so I'll probably have a better day too. At home, I don't drink a lot of shit because I'm just not doing nothing. I guess but at work I guzzle water. So hopefully I get a little better that way. My baby voice. Oh, that's my baby. He is. He's my baby. He's my best friend. I never thought I would say that. I really never thought I would say that a cat is my best friend. But it's kind of true, man. He's here when nobody else is. He listens to me when nobody else is here to listen to me. Like, he's there, man. He's my buddy. He follows me from room to room. I can't even take a fucking shower. I took a shower right before I got on here, and he's in my fucking shower, moving the shower back around, looking at me and shit. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Thank you, Han. All right, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Cats are awesome. I know. I'm glad I got him. You about guarantee the Daily Mail never went there. They did a story on your daughter that was picked up by the New York Post and went all over, and not a single one ever contacted her. I know, man. I know, Tiny. I don't know the truth, so I'm just going to leave it out there for everyone else to speculate, I guess, because I don't know for facts if they did or not. But, you know, cats are smarter than I think. They are. They're hard to teach, though. They're really stubborn to learn. Like, he has shredded my headboard. I have a leather headboard. It was not cheap. I just bought it right when I moved in this apartment. And he has shredded both sides of it. Like, literally. And it's pissed me off. But I love him. I'm just not going to buy leather no more. I'm going to have to just buy a wooden headboard or something. Yeah, shout out to North Carolina, man. That show I'll be following probably, Lee, is from North Carolina. From they're called Greensboro. I got him a scratching post. I got him a tower. I've got him all that. He uses that leather. My buddy and me. Yeah. He's tore up my bed, that's for sure. It don't even look good anymore. Both sides of it are shredded. I'll get a new one sooner or later and throw that motherfucker out. I might just take the headboard off of it and leave it like a bed, you know what I mean? Just like a platform bed, but I don't care for that. What's up, Cuddle Monster? I will. He's got a little cold nose. And sometimes when he wakes up, it's dry. He's like a baby. Got the sniffles. Shout out to you Southern cooking women, boy. That's what I need. As you get older, the qualities in women change for you. Like, I need a woman that stays home, cooks, cleans, takes care of my appointments. That's about it, really. Fucks. That's about it. No problem, D. There's some people from Rockingham on that show I'm talking about. It's funny. I'll probably show a little bit tomorrow. Cold noses. He's got a cold nose. He's got a cold nose. Somebody said means he feels good. Scratches wood. I don't really have too much that's wood. I'm just glad he's not doing my main furniture. I don't know. I'd like to hit south. No, I'm not asking for much. Just, Be a good, solid woman. I got a problem making my own appointments, like my doctor's appointments and all that shit. So I need somebody for that. But be able to cook good. And I'm not saying you have to have a fucking fresh meal every 3 meals, but you know, if you can cook once a day, I'm hip. You can pass. You guys have a beautiful night, man. I thank you all. Thank you guys who support the channel tonight. I appreciate y'all for everything y'all do. You guys are blessing me, and I thank you for that. You guys stay blessed. You wonderful fucking people, you. You guys have a great night, man. Tell your loved ones you love them. Tell them that. Because you never know how long you have here on earth. Just make sure the ones that you know that you love, make sure they know it. I love y'all, man. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.